At all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
So pinpoint, so accurate. Sometimes we forget just how good he is. We start to take him for granted because he always places the ball exactly where it needs to be for his receivers.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Quickly now, here's a look at the Green Bay offense.
It's tough to be an offensive lineman in Green Bay because their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, knows how to keep plays alive and often extends them for 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds. But David Bakhtiari, his left tackle, he does it as well as anyone could ever expect. Excellent footwork, knows that the plays are going to stay alive for a long time. Often will get 2 or 3 blocks.
Funchess is free. Touchdown, Packers. Devin Funchess, 51 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0. Packers. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall pick of the 2008 draft, the man they call Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan.
And they said he would be a gym rat coming out of Boston College, and nothing has changed. And his play continues to get better as he rallies his team.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan, short throw underneath to Hurst, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown. Given up. They dialed up off the blitz on third down and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
319. Check 52. Come on. And we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Rodgers now on first down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. One play has them to the 37 here for first and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that.
To throw again, Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
There we go.
Two touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Two excellent drives for them to start this game, both ending with touchdown passes.
Yeah, they're off and running, even though they finished the off through the air. Gotta like what you're seeing from him so far. Being able to maneuver offense, take care of the football, and then ring that bell at the end with, as you said, two touchdown passes.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Gurley. Muscles him off. Oh, refusing to go down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers is caught by Funchess. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Rodgers to throw again. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 21-0. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Watch 81, watch 81.
Again, Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Was looking for Ridley again, but now it's 3rd and goal. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Ryan will throw again. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling. And take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right?
This is caught at the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Extra point try now for Crosby. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Let's go.
Here's Ryan. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The throw over the middle taken in. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Rodgers now on first down. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
4 down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Complete to Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that will get him one closer. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team.
boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal.
Who that? Check your hot read.
And now the first chance for the backup here to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Crosby with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
We got this.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.